video games. Why they're killing you, why they're bad for you, why you shouldn't be spending so much time doing them. So think about it, really think about it. What are video games? Video games are a virtual world that is doing something that is trying to mimic reality. So it's basically a man-made virtual world that is sparking your interest in some way. Now this could be any kind of video game. This could be a violent video game. This could be a sports video game. This could be a simulation. This could be something like where you're mimicking reality, like a lifestyle video game, like The Sims, or something where you're building a city or anything like that. So what video games are is they're actually masturbatory, right? So they are preventing you from actually doing the things you want to do, and they're putting you in your own little virtual world, in your home, in your room, wherever you might be, and they are preventing you from achieving your real goals. And I'm gonna go deeper into this now. So basically, it is mimicking real life excitement. When you play video games, you're masturbating, right? So you think of masturbating, you think of that in a very different way, right? But that's what it is. It's mimicking the reality of life. Whatever it is that's piquing your interest, that's what the video game is doing. So say you wanna feel something, right? You wanna feel excitement. You wanna feel an escape from the mundane world, from working, from going to school, from just the everyday boring life, right? So you play video games, right? So you're hunting woods, you're in a war, you're in a battle, you're building an empire, you're doing all the things that you deep down carnally want to do. You want to feel excitement, you want to feel power, you want to feel the ability to have some risk, have some danger in life, because we live in a world that is, peaceful and plentiful, right? We don't live in a world like our ancestors did, where we had to fight, hunt, protect our village, protect our community. So what have we done to mimic and to feed that primal urge? We've created a virtual world. Now, video games are not healthy for you. What was found is that they actually provide a dopamine hit. So dopamine is a chemical that is released when you have some sort of pleasure, and it happens for many different pleasures. Food, porn, lots of different kinds of excitement. Video games are one of them, TV is one of them, scrolling through your phone. So if you're bored and you're sitting there and you need that next picture, you need that next status update, you need that next photo or video or whatever it might be, right, to feed that dopamine. So dopamine is actually an addictive substance. So if your brain gets used to getting so much dopamine that it gets addicted to it, right? And video games are one of the largest sources of attaining a dopamine hit. Next, video games create a lazy and sedentary lifestyle. You're not working out while you're playing video games. You're likely sitting on your couch, sitting in a computer chair, or laying even, right? So you're sitting there, you've gone to work or school all day, you probably didn't move a lot. I mean, maybe you took a bus or a train, likely you drove. If you're in America, most people drive. And you didn't really move a lot all day. And then you come home and then you sit your ass down on your couch or your computer chair or your bed or your whatever it is, and you run around, you fight, you conquer, whatever it is you do on video games in a virtual world, while your real life body is sitting there after you just had dinner and just had lunch, just building fat and not moving your body at all, and you're just doing it all in this virtual way. Now, what do video games really even bring you, right? So they bring you that dopamine hit, they bring you that pleasure, they bring you that simulated reality of adventure, of danger, it's feeding that primal urge that you want to have excitement in your life. But it doesn't bring you friends, It doesn't bring you any closer to your goals. It doesn't bring you fitness. It doesn't bring you any kind of spiritual awakening. It provides you with nothing. It provides you with just something to do to feed your boredom because you don't want to go out and do what the video game is stimulating. You are masturbating. That's all it is. It's all it is. It's the same thing as porn. Instead of being with, what is porn? Instead of being with a girl or a lover or whoever, instead of being with that person, you're watching somebody else have sex with her. Now, when you're playing video games, instead of doing whatever it is in that fantasy world that is feeding your primal urge, instead of going out there and doing that or getting excitement in your own life, you have to do it in a virtual way. You have to do it through an avatar. You have to do it through a character. While you're sitting there, sad, not achieving any of your goals, getting fat, losing testosterone because you're getting fatter, you're getting man boobs, you're not building any muscle, you're not improving yourself. All you're doing is improving this fake character. I mean, you may work up your ranks in whatever video game it is, but you're just improving him. You're not improving you. Another bad thing about video games is it creates an unrealistic version of reality. Now, video games are generally new. I mean, they've been around in some degree since the 80s about, right? I played video games when I was a kid. You know, I played Nintendo 64 in the late 90s, early 2000s. I played all of those things, right? And as a kid, it was something to do on a winter day, you know, something to do. It was a bonding thing, right? Because you would go to your friend's house and you would play video games with each other. The industry has grown tremendously since then. So now you don't actually play video games with your friends. You talk to them through the video game. So you don't even actually have to see anyone. And it creates an unrealistic version of reality. So they're saying that one of the reasons for the increase in violence between teens and preteens, especially like the school shootings and all of that horrible stuff, is due to an increased exposure to violence in video games that wasn't present before. I mean, when I played video games in the late 90s, early 2000s, they were much more innocent. I mean, there was fighting games and stuff, but the ones that they have now are very violent, very realistic. I mean, it's almost separated from the television, right? It's not like a little character like Mario or Bowser. It's an actual person and it feels real, right? And then when you're fighting, you're actually fighting with somebody, wherever they might be in your neighborhood, they might be your actual friend, or they might be on the other side of the world, right? So you're actually fighting these people and you have removed their humanity from them and see them as an avatar, and you don't think anything to kill them, right? So a lot of sociologists, psychologists, human behaviorists, child psychologists are thinking that video games are contributing to violence in some of these really horrific school shootings and the removal of the person from the character, right? The lines are getting blurred from virtual reality and real reality. The next thing, video games create fake friends, right? So like I mentioned before, you're not sitting next to your friend, and you're not going to your friend's house and playing video games. Now, you're putting on the headset, you're playing with them in virtual reality, you're yelling at them, you're screaming at them, you're yelling and screaming at people you don't even know. You get followers, but they're not your real friends. They don't know anything about you. You've never bonded with them, you've never met them, you have no chemistry with them, you've never built anything with them. You guys are not in a brotherhood. You're in a virtual kind of strange reality. So it doesn't create real friends. Just much like social media, Instagram, not so much Facebook, but like Instagram, building followers, things of that nature. People consider those their friends. They consider them people that they can connect with, but it's not the same as one-on-one personal relationships, right? In person. Meeting someone, building chemistry with them, building a bond with them, showing brotherhood, showing, learning from that, right? Learning from each other, right? Another thing you're not doing if you're playing video games is you're not going out there and finding yourself a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, right? So it's keeping you introverted. It's keeping you away from people. It's not helping you to build your social skills. It's not helping to build your confidence. It's not helping you have the ability to speak to women. It's reducing your testosterone. It's reducing your manliness, right? Because you're sitting there mimicking something that's not real, wanting to be that, wanting to have the danger, wanting to have the excitement. Go out there, go camping, see the world, travel. Go talk to some girls or guys or whatever tickles your fancy at a bar. Go do something fun with your friends. Explore a new city. Travel somewhere you never thought you would go. Get in your car and just go rock climbing. Get a new hobby. Do archery. Do rock climbing. Go to the gym. Build your muscle. Build your confidence. Now, I mean, if you do it a little bit, I think it's fine, you know, especially a winter day, it's raining, something to do a little bit. But so many guys have spent hours and hours and hours of their life tirelessly playing in virtual reality. Don't masturbate your life away. Get out there and get the real thing. Okay guys, if you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe, like, share this video, leave me a comment below, let me know what you think about video games and how they're affecting our society, and if you have any questions at all, leave them below. Okay guys, until next time, take care.